SEC Media Day.
Well, hiring to teach boxing out drills. Boxes out better than my freshman. Oh. God, I hate these high tops. Bad knees, man. Bad knees.
It's like a little nightclub table or something.
Jesus.
Dinner.
I wish I would have been popular like this when I used to hang out in the nightclubs.
You got experience as a bouncer, don't you?
Yeah, people used to run away from me, not towards me.
Hey, Coach, you're coming off a Final Four year. I know you lost a lot of good players, but you're picked 11th in the preseason poll. What do you think about that?
I really don't care. I mean, this is what I'll tell you. This, and I'm not taking a shot at anybody. We were top 20 last year, and we played a league game. And after the game, there was not a single media person covering the game. So, with all due respect, I deal with the media because I have to. I really don't care what's reported or said, or their opinions for that matter. I'm in a great mood, by the way. And I'm going to tell you the truth.
Franco Hassani working at first team point guard. How's he looked out there so far?
Yeah, I don't know, first team's the way to word it. I mean, I haven't even figured out combinations yet. We're just out there teaching right now. And but I recruited Hassani to be a point guard. He played point his whole life, and to get on the court last year, I told him, if you want to stay at the point, you'll stay at the point, but your minutes are going to be few and far between, because I got other guys. If you want to play the two, you got a chance to play a lot more. So he learned to play off the ball, which is going to help him, because as a point guard, you better understand what other people are doing. And I think that was a great learning experience for him. But the plan is to play him at the point a lot more this year. And I've always believed in 2 point guards. I've said this before. Watched the Detroit Pistons in 1989, 1990, and I watch Isaiah Dumars playing together. And we're both point guards, and I said, that's how I want to play. And it's never changed.
How is Corey progressing from that knee injury or knee surgery?
He's great. He's practicing. Corey's really good. Getting back to the question about us being ranked 11th or whatever, and, nobody gives Corey any credit. There's not too many returning guards that average 19 points a game in Division I when they played. He did, and Corey's real good. Corey's going to help us tremendously. Corey's a real good player, very confident player, can really shoot it. He's fun.
People who know and saw your program last year saw the scoring come from Sindarius and PJ. Where will the scoring come from this year in your mind?
The guys wearing their uniforms. I mean,
Who specific?
All you have to do is follow my career. If anyone in here realizes that I coached basketball before last year, and you go follow my career, you'll realize the guys in my program, I can't speak for other coaches, I can speak for mine. Their second year, they are a lot better than they are their first year. That's been forever and ever, dating back to 1985 when I started high school coaching. To the whole thing about being ranked 11th, the league is real good. I can care less what we're ranked. I might be happy if we're 11th because the league is so good. But I know this. I've been a head coach for 10 years. We've been in the postseason 7 of the 10 years. I think everyone in the world would give me a pass the first 2 years of South Carolina. That's pretty good. So does that mean we're going to the postseason? I have no idea. I know the league's real good. Chris Silva, every team is different. Our best players last year were Sindarius and PJ. Let me rephrase this. Our best offensive players were Sindarius and PJ. I had to run our offense to cater to our best offensive players. There are things Chris and Mike Kochar can do that I couldn't expand their roles because Mike was learning, Chris was still trying to evolve, and it's not very intelligent to run your offense through options 4 and 5 rather than 1 and 2. And but all that changes. Now you have Corey Holden, who practiced with us last year, so I have a feel for him. You got Hassani, who gets Hassani gets no credit. Hassani was a major contributor for a Final Four team. Played major minutes in major games. was a starter the last 4 games of the year. He's prepared to go. So I don't know. We'll figure all that out. One thing I've never worried about who's going to score. 35 years now I've been doing this, 34, 5. I don't think my team has ever not scored in a game. And so I don't worry about scoring. I worry about our team growing and respecting each other. And the guys will figure out who puts the ball in the basket, and it's my job to run offense through our better offensive players.
Frank, what's the latest in terms of communication with the FBI or any sort of back and forth you guys have had about their investigation as it relates to uniform racism?
Who are you? From?
SEC Cup.
Kyle, I don't know if you followed what I said before. We are not under investigation, so since we're not under investigation, we have no conversations with the FBI.
I just didn't know if that had changed.
I don't want to be lumped into something that we have nothing to do with. Lamont worked for me. Lamont is under investigation. Lamont has not worked for me in over a year. We are not under investigation. So I did all this. I'm not going to keep talking about left and right when we have nothing to do with it.
Frank, the trend of some teams.
I wasn't trying to be rude. I didn't know if you were from town and you were at my press conference. I would have answered you differently if you were from Columbia.
Trend of some schools scheduling hurricane relief exhibition games. Are you guys maybe thinking of doing that?
We're in talks. We're in talks. I would hope you understand that
Sure.
I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag before my boss checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
So we're in talks.
Coach Howland sat in this chair and said that you guys picking 11th was a quote-unquote joke because the respect he has for your program and where you guys are now. How do you feel kind of in year 6 that you can take on the turnover that you've had, that you still will be